We see so many users saying like, I want to pay to jump over the queue. I want to pay to get a higher resolution. I want to pay for more downloads. I want to pay for more credits. And by the end of 2023, we had nearly 10 million ARR as well as 5 million user signups. But for the live streaming tool, we didn't save any time. We didn't really help them make more money. If you can't make more money or save time for your users, they just feel like it's a cool product. It's cool from look and feel, but not from a business perspective. A product market fit is probably something that you see users are. Hi, I'm Yang. I'm the co-founder and CEO at OpusClip. So OpusClip turns your long-form video footage into social, engaging short video clips in just one click. That saves about over 99% of your time and resources and expertise of social video production. We've gathered user signups, supports, and trust from over 5 million creators and business worldwide. You can probably see that people who create social apps are really introvert. They can't socialize in real life, in real person. So they have to figure out another hacky way to socialize with people. Especially, I want to socialize with people when I'm not sober. I co-founded a social app company that was called Sober. So the name you can tell is that after you drink, how you want to socialize with other people, right? We raised about $1.5 million back in 2013. However, unluckily, that was just 2 months before Snapchat was launched. We shared this very similar concept that all the friendship and all the content will disappear in a few seconds or in just a day. The company definitely failed after a year. However, I really enjoyed being an entrepreneur through that experience. I think in the early stage, when people become an entrepreneur is probably driven by solving their own needs and trying to expand that solution to more people, right? I think people who want to be an entrepreneur in the early days by nature are people who want to impact more people, impact the society, and impact the world. So back in early 2015, I went to China with a couple other friends from Silicon Valley. At that time, the popular trend was to copy the successful business models from the US to China. And we discovered a pretty cool business model from Toast that helped restaurants speed up everything, all the way from POS to MarTech to HR tech. However, it didn't really turn well because of the completely different landscape and ecosystem. But throughout the journey that we realized we are actually the helper for the local restaurant, and we should not only build a software but also services whenever needed. So I quickly formed a talent agency focused on food review, just actually 4 months after TikTok was launched. I know that short video can redefine how people market themselves, and we recognize the huge opportunity out there. I spent about 4 years expanding that agency. We had about nearly 500 creatives in the team. After running the agency for about 4 years, we realized that all the top talents left us because all of them want to be a solopreneur. It is pretty easy and intuitive for a super creative person to become a solopreneur. They want to create content for themselves, not for some local restaurants. So I thought about it. Instead of managing these creatives directly in my team, why don't I build some AI-powered product that can enable all of the creators? There must be an AI solution that can automate as much as possible and remove the pain for creating contents. Because I was running the business, I know how painful it is. All the successful entrepreneurs have some sort of altruism. They want to help others. It is pretty straightforward that they can get benefit. The benefit is not commercial, it's not business, but it's more spiritual benefit from helping others. So the first product idea we came about is AI-powered live streaming tool. So that was during the pandemic and everyone is working from home and watching live streaming content. So we founded the company back in January 2022. We spent about half a year building the live streaming product with all sorts of cool AI features like AI-generated memes, AI-populated interactions, and so on. We realized that it is not solving any real pain points. So after 3 months of the launch, we only gathered about 200 users. So these 200 users, we actually spent a lot of effort. We want them to continuously use Opus Studio to give us feedback, but none of them is willing to do so. So we pay them like $20, $30 a session to use our product so that we can gather the feedback. But after we stopped paying for the stipend, none of them is continuously using the product. However, the last feature we built for the AI-powered live streaming product was a clipping feature, because a lot of users keep asking us that after the live streaming, we want to repurpose the content so that we can reuse for distribution. So we add a feature that during your live streaming, you can hit the button and we will add a mark. And after the live streaming content is ready, we can deliver the clips for you directly. And also we used some other AI to recognize the cool moments. That was the only feature that these 200 users liked. They say all the other stuff are.
Now, this is what happens when a user or an operator creates a product. They know exactly where the pain point is. This gentleman has gone from actually managing people to creating a software that replaces the people to refining the product and adding the key feature that separates this particular product, OpusClip, from all the other streaming platforms. I'm currently using Restream, and Restream, in my opinion, is bare bones. They're making, upgrades here and there, but I find it to be slow. Considering where the technology currently is, they can afford to offer the type of feature this guy is describing. I haven't tried OpusClip yet. I'm going to, but I like the idea of live stream, quick edit, deliver or distribute. Even better, generate text. The whole thing, make it seamless, make it so that we don't have to hop off the platform to go hire some freelancer to do these basic things that AI already has solutions for. This is nice. I like what I'm hearing.
Nonsense. It doesn't help. How can I only use this feature? So we decided to turn the feature into a standalone product. And amazingly, in just 2 weeks, tens of thousands of users signed up for OpusClip. And by the end of 2023, we had nearly 10 million ARR, as well as 5 million user signups. And that was only 7 months after we launched the product. The real product market fit comes from people who are really willing to pay for it. When we launched Opus Studio, we asked the user during the interviews like how much you want to pay for them. And they're too shy to give us an answer. They're like, oh, I will probably think about it or something like that, right? So you can know that they don't have any dedications or commitment to pay for the product. But for OpusClip, we see so many users saying like, I want to pay to jump over the queue. I want to pay to get a higher resolution. I want to pay for more downloads. I want to pay for more credits. We didn't have the payment set up on day one, but so many users just came in to knock our door and email us and calling us even because we really saved tens of hours for them. But for the live streaming tool, we didn't save any time. We didn't really help them make more money. If you can't make more money or save time for your users, they just feel like it's a cool product. It's cool from look and feel, but not from a business perspective. In the era of AI, there are definitely way more teams great at technologies than teams great at building a product market fit. They believe they have a really strong technology through like a paper, through academic research, but do user really want it? So I think definitely start with what user wants, stay with your user, or even try to become a user, and then think about whether your technology is the best solution, whether AI is the best solution. So many AI products that can deliver over 100% of quality at times, but also really under-deliver, really disappoint users. So I think from a user experience perspective, how you manage your user expectation is really tricky. Once AI delivers some results, can user touch up on that? So that's why we spend a lot of our resources building some manual features that comes after the AI first approach, which means once AI delivers the result, if user think it's 80% perfect, they can still continue the workflow from what we generate for the user. This is going to really completely solve a user problem. Because you're building a product, you're solving a business problem that eventually has to be 100% resolved. If AI can only do 80%, you have to make sure the other 20% can be well handled by human hands. Right now at OpusClip, we launch new feature every single week. That is one of our culture, and that is one of the trend users love our product. They see OpusClip not only the current product, but how fast we out-iterate the market by launching new features every single week. Making sure you experiment extensively before launching an AI product, because AI is not so controllable.
This is a really good pitch, okay? This is another thing that I'm noticing with founders. It started with Elon. Well, started with Steve Jobs and Apple. And they get on stage and they market their product, not as an ad, but basically just explaining the thought process, how they came about the features and their mission, the company mission. You can tell that young Zhao is customer driven. He wants his users to find satisfaction or to get results from using their product. A lot of times you find these software products, just like he was saying, they're just cool. Okay, their AI is it's like it's like one of these products that is Photos AI. They're just cool, but sometimes you wish that the people who created the product are users. If they were users, they'll constantly iterate, and they'll also ask their customers what they want, and they work towards adding that feature. You want your customer to be happy to give you money, not be pissed off that you're taking money out of their account. And I have a lot of products that keep taking money out of my account that I'm not necessarily excited that they're doing that, because I've used their product, like Riplet. I've used their product, but it doesn't really get the results that they claim that it does. I'm gonna find out from when I'm gonna try OpusClip and see what it does.
Nowadays, the result can be versatile, can go beyond even your expectation. I see most of the AI features or AI products start with like a lab, start with the beta version. And after quite a few more months, when it is really stable, when the cost really came down, then it become part of a core product. Don't spend too much time building an AI core product. Try to launch it separately. Try to launch some small experiment and get early users' feedback before cutting down the cost, before integrating that into your main product. And our product is also very unique in terms of user feedback, is that the user not only directly give us feedback through using the product, but also once they post a video from our product to the social medias, we can gather the number of user views, the number of comments, the number of favorites, and number of reshares. So all these, what we call audience feedback, is actually 10 times or even 100 times more than our user direct feedback. And we're gonna use this amount of feedback to fit into our model training so that we can judge whether we are generating a good video clip even before the user publish to the social media channels.
This is nice.
So our vision is to enable anyone to become a creator without the effort and hassle of video editing and prompting skills. We don't want AI to remove the human authenticity. We want humans to focus and spend more time on creating an idea, create your script, film the relevant contents, and then we OpusClip will take over all the boring and tedious and time-consuming work. So there are, in general, from video production perspective, there are three major stages. The first one is pre-production, where you idea a topic, you write the scripts, and you prepare the storyboard. And then it comes to the production, where you film the content, you record the screen, or you prepare the media assets. The last one is the post-production, right, where you edit the video, you assemble, you cut the scenes, and you sequence them in orders. Previously, most of the AI or technology is only focusing on a specific scene or the specific frame, but nowadays, the overall story, the overall narration and curation can be well enhanced and automated by AI. The second thing is definitely the generative AI technologies. We can see that most of the time it's really hard to film a content, but nowadays with Sora, with Pika, with other AI models, you can generate like a few seconds long footage or B-roll from just a few words. So I think one is the understanding, the other is the generation. These two huge advancement of AI is actually automating the whole process and also generating new footage. I think with the advancement in these AI technologies, creators are actually shifting from creating content to be.
This is what I like about, this is so nice. I remember when I was thinking about just this, about wouldn't it be nice if the creator was just allowed to create and AI took over the entire editing process? And I think we're starting to see that happen in real time, where no longer do you need to worry about some fancy editor that's going to overcharge you. You just talk to the camera and you ship it off to the software and it takes it over. It not only generates B-roll, it cuts it, finds the really exciting moments based on feedback from data collected all over the internet, and it chops and chops and screw your videos into clips and then distributes them to different platforms. This is beautiful. I can't wait to try this product.
Being creative. They don't have to spend so much time to specifically create each piece of content. AI can do this job for them, but they should spend probably 10 times more time to think about how to be creative, because everyone is being more and more creative. Everyone have more time to be more creative. Everyone have more resources to be more creative. I think the paradigm shift is, how can you be 10fold more creative than before? I think in the AI era, being authentic and being genuine is probably going to be more of a rare find, because it's super easy to leverage AI to generate a lot of fabricated content. So my advice would be, just be yourself, be human, be real. And maybe nowadays it's easy to be like that, but think about 5 or 10 years later, when AI is everywhere, when AI generated content is everywhere, like being super real, being super genuine and authentic is probably going to help you be the most creative.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to go check out this product. There's a ton of content that's been sitting on my cloud that we've generated over the years that I can let Opus AI handle from here.